Alrighty, another video of what's up in Jenny's backyard. So I don't think I've done a video down this way before, but this is basically the existing path down to the creek. Got the house up there, water tank, and yeah, it's quite steep. And so you'll see in a sec. I might have taken a photo from this spot before, looking out onto the rest of the property, but what I've done, or what I've been trying to do for the previous couple of videos, is clear this electric fence line that's going from this post here down under the gully. You can see my hat, that's kind of where I cleared last week, and I've only got a little bit to go that's kind of dragging this wire up to the top paddock there and all the way through the Lantana to the creek bed down here. And then, like I said, I can use the existing path down there to go around and then through to the gully. And then when I was talking about there was an easier path last week, I think this is where it comes around. I'll need to kind of clear a bit of a path through there to connect up that way, and then it should be straight up to the paddock. Alrighty, we're back, and as you can see now, at least down at the creek there, there's been a lot of rain. Pretty much after my last video, it's been raining for the last couple of days. I haven't been able to do anything, but this morning, as you can see, I've gone down and cleared everything that was entangling this line. So there's a lot of lantana that was attached to that main tree in the middle of the screen right now. Now I've cut away most of the bottom bit. I might be able to pull a little bit more of it down, but it's a lot taller than you would expect. I've actually got a ladder down the bottom there. So one of the unfortunate consequences of cutting my path along the dry creek bed is when it did rain, it was about half a foot of water all the way along there. So the ladder's just there to get over the little bit of water and also help me clear that line. But yeah, that's kind of the update, that wire is now kind of free, and I'll go down and quickly show you the path up to the paddock, but it might be a bit difficult to video at the same time, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so I'm at the bottom now, so that's up the top there is where I was before. I'll just come down this like little bit of a cleared gully bit. You see the tree there I was talking about. A bit hard to see the wire. Here's the ladder I was talking about, but yeah, this was all dried up a couple of days ago, and not that I couldn't walk down it, it's just I don't really have the right shoes for it. So yeah, you can see this is kind of the natural creek bed across the property here. It's water flowing because there's been rain the last 48 hours. Yeah, like I said, if I got some gum boots or something, I could probably have walked up it, but at the moment it's a little bit wet. Alright, so this tree was completely encased with this lantana that's been kind of pulled aside here. So all this stuff was like on the bottom of this tree, kind of all hanging where all this crap is. And this is where it was connecting up to the wire, so a bit hard to see, but there's a wire over there. So that's all been cleared now, and I'll probably increase the slack, just make that a little bit higher. All this stuff kind of looks like I can pull it off, but I need probably some good gloves. So now this is starting to get all connected up. So this doesn't normally flow, but when it does, it's gorgeous. Jenny would love this, and you're probably saying, where is Jenny? She's quarantined inside. Had a few dog accidents, and I just don't want anything to go wrong. It's very slippery as well. So here's the path that I used to come down through the trees there, and I'll try and make it to the waterfall. This is probably a very rare occurrence. See how I can get it here. And then this is all just coming down from the road. You can't really see it, but there's two kind of hollow tubes underneath the road just to allow the water to come through and into the property. When I get some more time, I'll go through and identify all the invasive weeds and then try and protect some of these trees and plant some natives down here, especially ones that I guess like water would be the go. Alright, I'll head back down and maybe look at getting up to the paddock. Alrighty, I'm just only a little bit down from where I was before. There's the waterfall there. And this is kind of the path I made last time that curls up to the paddock there. So it might be a little bit slippery, that's the only thing I'll need to watch. Probably would have cut through all this on a previous run. And then, yeah, there's the wire there. And just get a footing. There you go, you can see my ladder. So this, depending on how steep it is, I'll clear this lantana next. This will be the next bit that I go through. I'll wait for it to all dry up and come. I don't know if it's easier to go down or up, but I'll find a way. Might have cleared a little bit of this off the thing when I was first up here, but I wouldn't say it's the most usable bit of land, but it's definitely was used in the past to kind of hold, I think, goats. So that'll probably be step one. As you can see, this wire goes over the gully, and now clear, so I can probably attach something to it. Alrighty. So yeah, it's quite steep. It doesn't probably look it on the video, but no, it's a definite gradient to the property here. Big termite mound that I'll probably have to deal with. But yeah, it's probably just, you know, you can walk on it, animals can probably live here. They had like some sort of shelter here. It was kind of like torn down when I first got here. But I just build like a little flat platform, a little bit of shelter. Someone's been dumping some stuff, or it used to be water containers, I'm not sure. Now that I can kind of walk this bit up here without going along the road, it'll allow me to do some more stuff up here. You can see the area that they tried to fence the goats in quite considerable. So there's just a parallel bit of wire that goes along here. A lot of the wire is actually gone for whatever reason. It's kind of fallen off. But I thought at least if I can get the paddock connected across the gully, you know, make it one step easier. So I'll just need to go around to all these posts, maybe put in new posts, and clear the crap off the thing. I could look at doing proper decent fencing, but I think step one is to keep it cheap and easy, and that's effectively what I think they did before. Of the creek where you couldn't really walk along before because it's too steep and overgrown. But like I said, with my path, it was planned to go around along the creek line, but I don't know how practical that's going to be. It's more likely going to be a series of paths like through the gully up to the paddock, and then, you know, I might look at clearing down this way to see how far I can go. So the creek is actually a lot more flooded than it normally is right now, and it's also more brown than it normally is. I think it's definitely some sort of mud effect with the rain. We had a lot of rain. I was thinking if I couldn't use it for animals properly, I could do beehives or something like that. See, it's just lantanas in my grills. So all the previous videos have been leading up to connecting this section of the house through the gully to here, and I hope once I get all that fencing cleared and up, I can look at the next steps. Alright, so this is the paddock, Jenny's paddock.